Linear equations with fractions as coefficients can be solved by applying the properties of equality. For example, this linear equation states that 2/3 times some number x plus 2 is equal to -6. The goal of solving this equation is to find the value of x that makes this equation true. To get started, -2 can be added to both sides of the equation without changing the value that makes the equation true. Because 2 plus -2 equals 0, and -6 plus -2 equals -8, the equation can be rewritten as 2/3 x equals -8. This step in solving the equation applies the addition property of equality. Notice that this step eliminated one of the terms on the left side of the equation by adding the opposite of that term to get 0. Next, both sides of the equation can be multiplied by the reciprocal of 2/3. On the left side of the equation, 3/2 times 2/3 times x can be rewritten as 1 times x, or just x, because multiplying a number by its reciprocal equals 1. The left side of the equation can be rewritten as -12. This step in solving the equation applies the multiplication property of equality. Notice that this step transformed the coefficient of x from 2/3 to 1. Since this leaves x equal to the value on the other side of the equation has been solved for x. This means that x equals -12 can be substituted into the equation in each step of the solution, and each version of the equation will be true. Different versions of an equation can be generated by applying the properties of equality. This process is the opposite of solving an equation. For x equals -12, both sides of the equation can be multiplied by 0.25. Then, 0.1 can be subtracted from both sides of the equation. Next, both sides of the equation can be divided by 2. Finally, -12 can be substituted into each of these equations to make them true. So, each time a property of equality is applied to an equation, a new version of the equation is generated, but the value that makes each equation true does not change.